Marques the Writer. You can wrestle with a situation for days, weeks, months, or even years. You can talk about it, cry about it, pout about it. You can think about it, drink about it, or even get mad about it. But until you make it up in your mind that enough is enough, you will always wrestle with that situation. There is something about the power of our mind that always finds a way to conjure up the courage to do what is needed when it is needed, when we set our mind to it. Some of you are in relationships that you should have gotten rid of long time ago. You see that there isn't any love there. You see that it is toxic, but yet you are still there. You are still getting your heart broken every other week. You are still crying every day. You are still wasting your friend's time telling them the shady things that he or she did. Why? Because you haven't had enough. Sooner than later, you are going to have to tell yourself that enough is enough. When you realize your value and understand your worth, you will make it up in your mind to do better. You will make it up in your mind that enough is enough. When you make it up in your mind that enough is enough, you will change. Some of you are broke, so broke that you can't even afford to pay attention, but yet you won't grind. You are still waiting for a handout. At what point are you going to realize that the handout that you're waiting for isn't coming? When you decide that enough is enough, you will go back to school, start a business, side hustle or something. When you decide that enough is enough, you will figure out a way to escape that situation. But until then, you will keep wrestling with that situation over and over again. The point of having had enough is often the biggest source of motivation and the strongest driving point towards change. Do you really want change to come, or do you just want to be a victim? Do you really want change to come, or do you just want to keep telling that same sad story that you've been telling for years? I didn't just stumble out of my depression by accident. I didn't just stumble away from my anger issues by accident. I didn't just stumble away from a life of violence and drug dealing accidentally. It was when I looked in the mirror and told myself that I am better than that, and that enough is enough. At that point, my life started changing. One thing that I learned in life is that a person doesn't grow in comfort. It is by going through and enduring pain that change comes. Let the pain that you're going through in your situation be the turning point for greatness in your life. You can either find an excuse or you can make a way, but you're gonna have to say at some point or another that enough is enough. I can't make that change in your life for you. Your mom can't make that change for you. Your husband, wife, brother, or sister can't make that change for you. Only you can do it, and it starts with your mindset and your way of thinking. The very real reality about change and growth is that it is only possible if you are receptive to it. Some of you don't really want to change, you just want to complain. Instead of vowing to become the victor, you've made it up in your mind long time ago that you will be the victim. Change doesn't come without first having the burning desire to change. Change doesn't come by chance, it comes when you've had enough. Change doesn't just happen just because a new year comes. Change doesn't just come just because you see someone accomplishing something that you want to accomplish. Change doesn't just come because you pray but then sit back and do nothing. Change comes when you open up your mind and when deep down in your soul you say that enough is enough. Stop being comfortable with struggling. Stop being comfortable living a life that is less than what you deserve, and start telling yourself that a change has to come and that a change will come. Tell yourself that enough is enough. I can speak wisdom and motivation to you until I'm blue in the face, but unless you're receptive to change and until you make it up in your mind that enough is enough, change will never come. God bless you.